It's good to be back on the rails. Del Conacher and his men did a fine job fixing me up, and they even replaced my optics. I cannot wait to pull the post train again. Still, I wonder how Duck's been getting on.
Gotta move that gear up!
Move out! No! You will stand next to that cart, or I will stand you next to that cart! No! If I have to crack some skulls,
Oliver, it's good to see you back in working order. Oh, absolutely. Still a bit shaken up by the explosion, but thankfully my spark didn't perish. Not the first time I was blown up to pieces. So, what's been happening on the Little Western lately? I've been away from the line for a while. I've been helping out a new station pilot. I think he'll be more than happy to see you. Oh my god, 1436, you're actually alive! Wait, Abbie? My goodness, I haven't seen you in years. I can't believe you're even in one piece. I thought you died. I guess Aiden forgot to tell me about you being here. How did you end up here in the first place? It's a very long story, and I could ask you the same thing, old friend. So, how's the Northwestern Railway for you? Oh, it's alright, I guess. I don't really know, to be honest. What happened while I was in stasis? There are diesels everywhere. Worst of all, Diesel Oliver and his minions are here too. They're making my life a living hell again. It feels like the paper railway. Those two fuckwits told lies about Abbie and I to those stupid big engines. They all dogpiled us and treated us both like we're criminals. Those three diesels are awful. Why the Fat Controller would even bring them on astounds me. All they ever do is cause trouble. Well, that's because we're here to replace you. You steamies are all the same, worn out hunks of metal with attitude. And you're all ugly too. You again. 1436, it's nice to see you back on the rails again. It's sad that you weren't sent for scrap, but at least you and the twink had a reunion. Too bad it'll be short-lived, because he and that panty will be sent away soon. Sooner or later, those two will be scrapped, just like poor old Bubble and Claire. Well, that's not gonna happen. Not after that stunt you and your minions pulled trying to kill me again. For once in your sad and empty life, are you ever considerate of how you treat others? Besides, the Fat Controller would never let that happen.
If those teapots can't handle how we treat them, it's likely their problem.
Exactly, Zip. I'm simply doing you a favor by putting you and your friends out of your misery and letting us diesels take over. In fact, I've been doing your mail runs and I've heard nothing but praise and admiration from the Sodor Mail Company. Engines get scrapped all the time, so who cares really? Remember that nerd Kevin? He was scrapped a few years ago. Such a shame too, cause I kinda like that guy. Well said, Eddie. If I were you, 14, I'd be saying my goodbyes before I watch them get sent away for scrap. So, enjoy your final days with them. Those three will get what's coming to them, mark my words. And that laugh is annoying too. I hope so. I don't want to end up in pieces again. I'll find a way to deal with them soon. For now, let's get this yard sorted out. Hopefully they don't play any dirty tricks on us.
Damn it, fellas! Got anything funny to say about that, funny man?
Medic!
Then he used his fight money to buy 2 of every animal on Earth. And and then he herded them onto a boat, and then he beat the crap out of every single one.
Oh, magnificent.
Where the hell are Annie and Clarabelle?
Shouldn't they be at those sightings? Oh, I thought they were. Did you or Abbie move them somewhere? They were gone by the time I was back. No, I didn't, and Abbie is collecting some cattle trucks from the farm.
Oh no, this can't be good. I have a passenger train in 2 minutes after the express. Hold on. Is that... Oh shit! Gordon, wait!
Who the hell put them there? I think I found your answer, Duck.
She weighs 150 kilograms and fires $200 custom tool cartridges at 10,000 rounds.
Need some help here?
Yeah, gotcha. Let's move it up.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
No problem.
You think this is funny, eh?
Something wrong, Douglas?
You gave me the wrong trucks. I was supposed to take the milk, not the fish. The dairy manager shouted at me because of your inadequacy. Oh, I'm gonna be late now. Oh, you telling me the tankers were in that siding?
They should have been. Duck shunted them. Those were meant for Donald's train.
Oh, either Duck's stupid or blind. This isn't funny. I'm gonna get in trouble because you've lost your touch.
Oliver, why does Douglas have my train? Has there been a mix-up, by chance?
Okay, what the hell was going on here? God damn it.
Oh, this sucks on ice.
Don't come wide with me, you pint-sized mutt.
Freaking unbelievable.
Oopsies, my brakes must have slipped. Oh no, I can't stop. No.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
It's time to dance, Amy, and get ready to tumble before Rumble!
He ran fast and died a virgin.
Abbie!
Look out! Good grief! What the hell do you think you're playing at?
I'm so sorry, Mr. Henry.
Oh no, I am not falling for another one of your little lies again. You little shit. It's bad enough you've said nasty things about me, but almost trying to kill my passengers is just another level of horrid.
Lay off of him, Henry. This was clearly caused by the trucks, and I've known Abbie for as long as I can remember. And I'll tell you, he'd never spread nasty rumors about anyone.
Oh, and here we go again. What's with your Great Western engine sticking up for you nasty little freaks? Honestly, Oliver, you and Duck should know better than to side with such horrid characters. The Great Western way, my arse, it's despicable. Stupid Western.
Fuck the Great Western. He still believes those lies. These bigger engines are no better than the likes of Miss Circle, Miss Bloomy, and all those other neglectful and abusive assholes from the paper railway. Look, I understand Henry, Gordon, and Molly can be a handful, but don't compare them to those sad excuses for engines. I'm just as upset as you are, but we'll find a way to put a stop to these lies. I can promise you that. Now, let's get these trucks out the way. I need to speak to that evil twig and his lackeys.
And then he tried to explain himself to those geezers on how horrible the three of us were, and none of them believed him. He was on the verge of tears when they started yelling at him. Priceless shit.
That pipsqueak deserves to be sent away, especially after he crashed into my trucks. Yeah, I bet that Abbie is still crying in the corner knowing that he'll be sent away soon. Exactly. I can't wait to be rid of those Great Western stains. Oliver especially. That's what he gets for taking my mail train. And I'm referring to the Steamy, not you, cause you're actually cool. I'm glad you're the one helping me out with the mail. Oh, it's no problem, Dennis. At the very least, this railway has like-minded diesels like you three.
Totally. I kinda wish Riley was here, though. She'd at least make this railway less shitty. Still wish Riley would be a part of our trio, cause she isn't a selfish geek like Eddie over here.
Oh, shut it, Zip. I'm simply just better than others around here. After all, I do have a perfect track record. I mean, is there anyone else in the Badlands that is as flawless as me? Oh, look who it is. We were just talking about you, 1436. I'm not surprised. Since the day I ran into you, it's all you've ever talked about. Seriously, what's the matter with you? Why can't you just move on with your life? You've held on to this petty grudge for all these years. What's your obsession with killing off my friends and I? Do you get some kind of sick kick out of this? Let it go already. If you want me dead so badly, then fine. Be my guest. But don't get other engines involved.
Pah! Who cares about your friends? It's their fault for being easy targets in the first place.
Maybe if you're old diesels like us, then we'd probably like you more. Yeah, you Steamies are nothing but pussies. Exactly, sis. This is why your kind is getting scrapped. You're all too soft these days. Splatter, Dodge, please, shut up. And don't even think about spouting a single word, Dennis. Telling me to move on? How ironic, because you clearly haven't either. You're still the same gullible and overconfident tank engine from the paper railway who cries for his mommy's attention because some diesel took over his branch line. Maybe if you left the three of us alone and let us have our fun with that group of losers, then I wouldn't have a problem with you. Well, this ain't the paper railway anymore, Diesel. Don't get so cocky you think you can get off scot-free harassing my friends or attempt to kill me again. Miss Circle and that demon girlfriend of yours aren't here to protect you anymore. I'm not just gonna sit here and let you throw Duck under the bus and cause more mental damage to Abbie again. You know, when I knocked you off the rails during my escape, I thought it would knock some sense into you. But it's been 5 years and you haven't changed one bit. You're still the same sociopathic little bitch from the paper railway who still uses the same two spineless and misguided outcasts as tools to do all your dirty work. I'll make sure the Fat Controller sees to it that you're given your just desserts. Oh my god. If you can't stand having me pick on you and your friends, then why don't you go tell Miss Grace about it? Maybe this time she and Mr. Connors would do something about it. Oh wait, she abandoned you, remember? You know what? Fuck it. You asked for this.
Ah, crap. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! You gotta be kidding me! I'm dying here! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
What the hell is going on here? Oh god. Hey, cut it out, you two. Oh, I think that's enough.
Ah, crap.
Get your buffers off of me, you nerd! Oliver, stop this at once. This isn't the Great Western. Stay out of this, Duck. And please don't give me that Great Western way bullshit. That's enough!
quick! Help! Help!
Goodness me. Look at this mess. I want whoever is still on the rails to clean up this disaster. Oliver and Oliver, I will speak to you both later. While I understand you might be shaken up for your near-death experience, and I'm aware that some diesel engines can be a handful at times, however, that is no excuse for you to start a dogfight with other engines. Your temper could have gotten somebody killed. What you did was disgusting, and I cannot allow this sort of behavior to be normalized on my railway. You'll be shunting trucks and coaches at the yards until I can trust you again, and you are forbidden from taking the post train for 2 weeks. Hopefully the slower paced work might clear your smoke box. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Looks like you lost your favorite job again. As for you, since the day you went onto the Little Western, I've heard nothing but complaints from the passengers and the postal workers, with the amount of delays you've caused and how you treat our rolling stock. You're on thin ice, Oliver. Targeted harassment, bullying, and deceit is not welcome on my railway. You and your 2 lackeys have one last chance to earn your place here. Told you this ain't the paper railway. Fuck you. Is everything alright, Oliver? What did the Fat Controller say? I'm alright, Abbie. He's threatened to send those diesels packing. Where were you when the fight broke out? I was taking a goods train to the harbor. I hid when it kicked off. I didn't want to get in the way. I cannot believe you of all engines got into a fight, Oliver. You should know getting physical like that isn't the Great Western way. That and the Fat Controller wouldn't be pleased. Pretty strange that it took place at Tidmouth Harbor too. It has been 5 years since the last fight happened there. Duck, enough of the Great Western talk. I told you, I ditched it years ago. The Great Western way is nothing more than a stupid and naive code of honor I had when I was young, just because I looked up to my mother. Wait, shit. Mother? What are you talking about? Oliver, if there's something you need to tell us, then please, go right ahead. It's only the 3 of us here. And honestly, I've been dying to know your side of the story. I know Abbie's history of those 3 diesels, but what about you? And I need to know why you're so bitter about the Great Western Railway. You do work on the Little Western after all. Ugh, it's a long story. But I think it's about time I tell you everything that led up to this. As you know, I never worked on the Great Western Railway. I was built and sent to the Badlands to work on the paper railway as a station pilot and shunter. I mainly worked with the other shunters like Abbie, Engel, Lana, Bubble, and Claire. They were younger than me, but we were a tight friend group. Most of the engines there were pretty friendly. They can be firm sometimes, but are always very fair to us. However, there was one big engine who I looked up to a lot because she hailed from the Great Western Railway and was my only true connection to it. Her name was Cassandra Gracious. Some called her Gracious Castle, whilst the rest of us called her Miss Grace. She was the premier express engine, highly respected by the other engines, and had the most authority on the railway. Miss Grace was like a mother to me. She told me stories about her time on the Great Western Railway, and those stories inspired me in my rather naive dream. She even told me stories about City of Turo. I did everything in my power to prove my worth and win her validation, but she was always too busy to notice it or just brushed it off. The other big engines like Miss Sasha and Miss Emily praised me for my work, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted at the time. Eventually, the one time Miss Grace did acknowledge my hard work was when I got my very own branch line in 1948. There are 2 ways of doing things, the Great Western Way and the wrong way. You chose the Great Western Path of Honor and earned a branch line of your very own. I'm very proud of you, my boy. That was a day I could never forget. Being praised by the very engine I looked up to and idolized. It was the happiest time of my life. However, it didn't last very long. Years later, dieselization had occurred all over the Badlands, and Paperton was no exception. Diesels were brought in to replace some of our jobs, leaving us with either less work or no work at all. The diesels were horrible. Not only were they loud and boastful, but extremely abusive and bloodthirsty. I think it was around 1963 when I had a run-in with Diesel Oliver for the first time. He was an A-plus diesel shunter who was brought in to take over the branch line I worked my ass off to earn. As you know now, Diesel Oliver is a sociopathic bully who loved to harass and hurt us steam engines. Ironically, despite hating steam engines, Diesel Oliver is in a relationship with a demonic steam engine named Alice, and she sometimes threatened us if we try to stop him from picking on us. Miss Grace and the other big engines all started turning a blind eye to everything, simply allowing the Diesels to get off scot-free of their abuse. To make matters worse, even the controller turned his back on us. I knew that I couldn't just sit around and let my friends get pushed around like that. So I remember challenging Diesel Oliver to a drag race. If I'd won, I'd get the branch line back and all the Diesels would leave us alone, while the loser is sent to the scrapyards. The race was organized a few years later, and it certainly was a race to be remembered. I was confident in my abilities that I'd win, not only to get my branch line back, but to save my friends and hoping that Miss Grace would finally do something about the Diesels. Little did I know, Zip and Edward had secretly rigged the race to give Diesel an advantage, and left a train of fuel tankers on my line. Before I knew it, it was too late. It was the very first time I had a near-death experience. Not only have I lost, but was severely damaged from the explosion. Everything I had worked for was stripped away from me by that Diesel. And I will never forget the cruel words that was said to me by my own mother before being taken away for scrap. What a disgrace you are. How did this railway end up with a tank engine like you? You're a terrible excuse for a son and an insult to the Great Western Railway. Now get out of my sight, vermin. I have not seen her since, but those words still haunt me to this very day. As I was being taken to the scrapyards by Miss Circle, the other Diesels were laughing at me. It was humiliating. Even Princess Alice was laughing at my misery. I didn't even get to say goodbye to my friends who I failed to protect. Eventually, I landed in the scrapyards to run away. I was at rock bottom. I had lost everything I cared about. That bitch took everything! Lucky for me, I managed to escape under my own power and was saved by the fat controller. But those days still haunt me. Good God! I've heard of awful parents, but this takes the cake! And just to add to it, the bully trio were responsible for Claire and Bubbles' deaths. Mine too, in fact, as Diesel Oliver blamed me for damaging Miss Circle's express coaches, which made her really angry. From what Aiden told me, Claire's death was the straw that broke the camel's back as she accidentally went inside Princess Alice's shed when the three big Diesels chased her over some nasty rumors. The paper railway had dissolved in 1967, which is probably why the bullies made their way here. I really can't put into words how horrible that must have been. This gracious castle is truly an awful, despicable, and lousy engine. And to drag the Great Western name like that through the mud for her own selfishness. Allowing those monsters to hurt others and saying such horrible things about you and your friends. I won't stand for it. I know it's not exactly the best explanation, but at the very least you now know how I ended up in the scrapyards in the first place and why I don't like the Great Western. Pretty ironic I was painting Great Western green when I was put back in service. I don't want to forget about my past, but unfortunately those Diesels are here on Sodor to make my life a living hell once more and throw you two under the bus.
Well, I think it's time we put those three troublemakers in their place.
Hold on.
Sooner or later, the fat controller will catch on to their tricks.
When did you get here?
I was being refueled when I overheard your story, Oliver. I'm sorry for eavesdropping, but I can promise you, my lips are sealed. I'd like to help you in any way I can.
It's alright, BoCo. I'm just glad to see someone else on our... Abbie? Are you alright? You seem rather tense. What? Oh, no, it's nothing. I should be going now. I have a lot of trucks to shut.
No, I'm sorry, Abbie. I should be the one leaving. I didn't mean to frighten you.
No, BoCo, stay. Abbie, it's alright. BoCo is nothing like those maniacs. In fact, he's the reason why I came to Sodor. He's like Mr. Demi, you remember him? He was like the only friendly diesel in the paper railway.
Who?
Really? Well, if you say so. I'm sorry if I worried you the other day, Mr. BoCo. It's just... diesels scare me.
There's no need to apologize, Abbie. Trust me, I know diesels around here don't exactly have the best reputation. I don't hold a grudge, and I just want to let you know, I don't believe in those lies. I've known Duck for many years, but Abbie, you seem to be a kind and smart little engine. I'm surprised Gordon and Henry would fall for a stunt like that again.
Alright, I guess.
Those three delinquents are not going to get away with this. If I've learned anything from past visiting diesels, it's that rude and nasty characters get what's coming to them and are sent away. I know those three bullies will be next, considering all the trouble they've gotten into. I've seen two of them loitering around at Wellsworth. Perhaps they only listen to diesels. Maybe I can knock some sense into them. If not, I know at least the fat controller will listen. You don't have to be alone, Oliver.
BoCo, I appreciate the help, but please don't throw yourself under their crosshairs. It's already bad enough that they're going after my friends. I don't want to risk another friend of mine getting killed. Look, Oliver, I think it's time that we all help you. Even if those bullies never went after me, I can't just sit around and let two of my friends suffer the cycle of abuse again. I'm not just saying that because it's part of my heritage, but it's the right thing to do. I'd be a terrible friend if I just sat on my ass and let my friends suffer. Especially now that we know your history with them. Fair point, I guess. Thank you, Duck. Well, I should be off now. I have to take a passenger train in 5 minutes.
You guys don't need to worry about me. I've dealt with diesels like this in the past. I'm sure at least one of them might be capable of changing for the better. And if they don't, whatever happens to them, happens.
Well, I really hope you know what you're doing. Yeah, trying to reason to those three is like mowing the lawn with a pair of scissors. But I wish you luck, Mr. BoCo. You're gonna need it.
Oh, never you mind. I'm stronger than I look.
Alright, yeah, that's a pretty good job.
Cheers, mate!
I think I'll take Sasha out for steak dinner tonight.
That's the spirit!
Excuse me there. By any chance are you two Zip and Eddie?
Yeah. What about it?
Ew, you're one ugly diesel. You look like a moldy bread loaf and sounds like a pussy.
Yikes. Alright, looks like I've got my work cut out for me. Where's your friend Oliver? Don't the two of you usually stick to him like glue?
Yeah, he's around. Why, Oliver, this old diesel wants to speak of ya. This better be important. I have a mail train to pull in 5 minutes. So the hell do you want from me, old man?
I'll be blunt. I want the three of you to cut this shit and stop this childish and irresponsible squabble of yours. You've done nothing but cause trouble for my friends, and it's getting in the way of our work. I had to wait for 2 hours for the harbor to be cleared up, all because you couldn't keep your egos in check. And I won't tolerate your harassment of the other engines.
Ugh, so what? 1436 needs to get what he deserves for what he did to me. His idiot friends aren't exactly making it easier by getting in my way. So how about you stop butting into business that isn't even yours to begin with?
My business or not, this sort of shit doesn't fly here on the Fat Controllers Railway. If you want to stay here on Sodor, then it's by time you stop this. You're acting like spoiled children.
Are you criticizing how we treat others? You have no right how to tell us how to handle these old teapots, Grandpa.
Well, I do have the right to criticize and call out those who act like arseholes, whether you like it or not. I'm not asking you three to get along with the steam engines, but I am asking you to leave them alone and stop dragging the other engines into this mess. It doesn't make you funny or cool or interesting. It makes you look miserable and heartless.
Now you listen here, old man. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure 1436 loses everything that is dear to him. I'll never stop until he and all those who are close to him are nothing but scrap metal. You disgust me, you know that. A diesel of all engines sticking up for 14 and his idiot friends. You are an insult to every diesel in the Badlands. So I kindly suggest you leave the three of us alone before I throw you into the nearest ocean.
Fine, be my guest. I'll leave you three be, and you can carry on whatever you're doing, but don't come crying to me for another chance when the fat controller finally catches you and sends you away. Your actions have consequences, and I'm not sure another railway would want you. And by the way, I know it was Zip and Eddie who told lies about Duck and Abbie. It was pretty obvious you just wanted to insult my friends without getting shit for it.
God, I hate that BoCo. Who does he think he is standing up for those worn-out teapots? He's worse than that spineless four-eyed blue diesel back in Paperton.
How the hell did he see through me? Whatever. At the very least, he doesn't know we caused that explosion at the transfer yard.
Wait, what? You did that? But three workmen died! Well, duh! Of course it was us! How come you didn't tell me any of this? Then you'd probably throw a hissy fit on how we're going a little too far again.
You're seriously losing your edge here, Eddie. I thought you were actually cool, but it seems like you're just another shallow nerd like all the others.
So, if you want to be part of our next plan and continue being one of us, then stop being such a pussy. Got it? I got it.
Beyond the stars we flew forever.